After the government admitted late yesterday they had no evidence to prove Salman ever cased the Pulse nightclub with Mateen prior to the tragedy. News 6's Nadine Giannis stepped out of court and has the latest as her attorneys argue for acquittal. Take us through the latest, Nadine.
Well, Bridget, before the judge even makes this monumental decision of whether or not to acquit Noor Salman, he says that he wants the government to concisely narrow down what evidence they have that proves Noor Salman aided and abetted her husband. The judge admitting the jury has seen a lot of evidence so far, and a lot of it has nothing to do with Salman herself, and this is what the government laid out. So far, the jury has seen a lot of evidence from the government that takes us through the mind and steps of Omar Mateen in the weeks leading up to his mass murder, showing, for example, this video released last night of Mateen by himself purchasing the 6-hour rifle he used in the attack. And video of Mateen again by himself just hours before he opened fire at Pulse, casing the House of Blues at Disney Springs. But after being asked to do so by the judge, the government laid out their 3 points they say prove Salman is guilty. First, she made a cover story sending this text: "If your mom calls, say Nemo invited you out and Noor wants to stay home." Second, she was with Mateen when the government says she cased City Place and was on camera with him when the government says she cased Disney Springs. Third, the purchases. The government saying Salman was with Mateen when he purchased ammo for his work gun at Walmart, and there again at an Orlando Bass Pro Shop when Mateen bought 30 magazines of ammo. Also, the government said Salman received gifts like an $8,000 ring set from Kay Jewelers and then going on a shopping spree just days before are all signs she encouraged and in turn aided and abetted her husband. But in the defense motion for acquittal, they quoted Shakespeare's Macbeth, Salman's attorney Fritz Scheller explaining what it meant walking into court this morning. Can you explain it to me? I'm sorry.
A tale, I think what it says in the motion is it's a tale full of sound and fury, ultimately signifying nothing.
Signifying nothing. And Fritz Scheller yelled it out once again walking into court this morning. It's a very poetic way of Salman's attorneys saying they think these charges should be dismissed because they feel like simply the prosecution has nothing against the Pulse gunman's widow. So they are arguing that as we speak. The judge could make a decision from the bench at any moment now. We're going to have the latest right here at News 6 at 4, but at clickorlando.com at 12:30, we're going to hear from Salman's family as they walked into court this morning, how they're feeling about her attorneys asking for acquittal. Bridget.
Dean, thank you for that. We'll see you in just about 30 minutes. We have full coverage with everything you need to know about this trial on our website, including our team's minute-by-minute tweets from inside the courtroom. That's all at clickorlando.com/Noor Salman trial.